get them out.
You go to like
All right, guys, let's start over. All right, ring, ring, ring. Let's start with Becca.
Thank you for calling. This is Becca speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm calling about the Mazda 3s that you guys have.
You picked a great time to call us on Mazda 3s. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple questions regarding the Mazda 3 you're considering. That way you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would you be okay with that?
Absolutely, Jeff. I'm sorry, Nick.
How familiar are you with the Mazda 3?
I'm not that familiar with it.
Are you looking for it in the two-wheel or all-wheel drive?
Now, that line there, are you looking for that? It would be the trim level,
Okay.
okay? Go ahead and answer the trim level.
So what trim level are you looking
I'm not sure yet, Raphael.
Are you looking for a four-cylinder or six-cylinder?
Probably going to go with a 4-cylinder Nate.
Fantastic. Manual or?
Nate?
Manual or automatic, light or dark colored?
Those are two separate questions, so we should already screw that up. So now we gotta start over, okay?
Okay.
Ring, 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 start with Isaac.
Thank you for calling. This is Isaac speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the Mazda 3s you have for sale.
Okay, you picked a great time to call us on Mazda 3s. So keep going. Alright.
Yes, all right, we screwed that up. All right, ring, 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 let's start with Casey.
Thank you for calling. This is Casey speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the 2016 Malibu that you have out there.
You picked a great time to call us on the Malibu. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple questions regarding the Malibu that you're considering. That way you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
Absolutely, Kelsey.
How familiar are you with the 2016 Malibu?
I'm actually not that familiar with it, Clayton.
Are you looking for that in a certain trim?
Actually, yeah, I kind of like the base models, right?
Do you want a 2 or 4-wheel drive?
Well, does the 16 Malibu come in a 4-wheel drive? Have you ever seen one in a 4-wheel drive? You gotta know this. So, when you're looking at cars, there are no cars, ever, that have ever been made that are 4-wheel drive, just to give you an idea.
How about
Okay.
quattro?
That's an all-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive. All right, so let's start over again.
We didn't screw it up?
All right, yes we did.
Yes, we did.
All right, ring, 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 Felicity.
Thank you for calling. This is Felicity speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the 2017 F-150 you have out front.
You picked a great time to call us on our F-150s. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions regarding the F-150 you're considering. That way you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that'd be perfect, Raphael.
Are you looking for that in a certain trim level?
All right, we screwed that up.
How
Let's start
familiar are
over.
you?
Okay, you guys have to pay attention to the phone script, and you have to follow along so we can get through this. All right? Ring, ring, ring. Jonathan.
Thank you for calling. This is Jonathan speaking. How may I be of service to you?
Nope, that's not what it says. Ring, ring, ring. Nick.
Thank you for calling. This is Nick speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the 2020 Mazda Miata you have out front.
You picked a great time to call us on our Miatas. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple questions regarding the Miata you're considering. That way you'll know that we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
Absolutely, that'd be just fine. Clayton?
With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple questions regarding.
No, you already said that, so screw that up. All right,
Let's
let's start with ring, 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 Leo.
Thank you for calling. This is Leo speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the 2021 Mazda Miata you guys got out front.
You picked a great time to call us on our Mazda Miatas. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple questions regarding the Miatas you're considering. That way you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
Absolutely, Becca.
How familiar are you with the Mazda Miata?
Actually, I'm not that familiar with them. Nick?
So are you looking for that in two-wheel or all-wheel drive?
We're probably gonna go with a 2-wheel drive, Raphael.
Would you like the manual, four-cylinder or six-cylinder?
I would take a 6-cylinder, Nate.
Are you looking for a manual or automatic?
Automatic.
And light or dark colored?
Probably would go with a dark color, Greg.
Have you had an opportunity to drive the Miata yet?
Actually, no, I haven't. Now, where it says here, if they haven't driven it yet, or no matter what they say, understanding this is where your 60-second commercial goes, okay? Mark it.
Wait, you
Okay.
said this is what the 60
Felicity?
go. You don't need to buy this today, do you?
Actually, I mean, if the deal was right, I probably would, Clayton.
Great, let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available now in for the Mayada, but also what we have coming in. It shouldn't take me very long at all.
Great. Kelsey?
What number are you calling from?
555-1234. Jamal?
Is that your cell?
Yes, it is.
In case I misheard your number, what your last name, please?
Is Diamond, Casey?
Your first name?
Don?
Could you hold just for a moment?
Absolutely. This is just a fake hold, right? Ola?
Thank you for holding. I just checked and we have a great availability of Mazda Miata right now. By the way, are you currently Mazda owner?
No, I am not, Javon.
What are you driving?
Actually, I'm driving a Ford F-150, Jonathan.
Is that the vehicle you would consider trading in?
Yes, that's what I'm gonna trade in, Leo.
That would be a good time for us to get together. As a matter of fact, what are you doing right now?
Right now I'm at work, Isaac.
Alright, how does 5 p.m. sound?
Yeah, I could probably do that. Becca?
Great, I'm going to pencil you in my calendar for 5 p.m. If for any reason you're running a little early or late, would you please call me so I can adjust my schedule?
Absolutely. Nick?
Do you have a pen and paper handy?
Yes, I do, Raphael.
Write my name down. My name is Rafael, and my last name is Cajina.
Excellent. Nate?
Do you know exactly where we're located? By the way, what is your email address?
My email address is dondime24@gmail.com. Okay. So you actually made it through. How about that, huh?
So that fake hold, I'm gonna this comes up to our inventory knowledge, but at that point, like, I already know the answer, do I just tell them like, oh, well, we do have that in stock right now, or do I still
Like
put
when
it
we
on hold?
saw
Or
it.
do I-
Tell them whatever the truth is.
But you always put them on hold.
Yeah, you always put them on hold, so it looks like you're checking for availability or whatever, but by this point, you should know what it is. So now let's do the Mazda Miata, and I want to hear Nick and Becca do it. Now, Nick, you're the salesperson, Becca, you're the salesperson, Nick, you're the customer, all right? So I'm gonna say ring, 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 and let's get through the whole phone script, all right? Ring, 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 go ahead. Becca.
Thank you for calling, this is Becca speaking, how can I help you?
Hi Becca, I'm actually interested in checking out a Mazda Miata.
You picked a great time to call us on Miatas. With your permission, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions regarding the Miata you're considering. That way you'll know we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
Of course.
How familiar are you with the Mazda Miata?
I mean, a little familiar, one of my coworkers has one, but I mean, not really.
Are you looking for that in a certain trim?
Not particularly, I'm not that familiar with the trim levels, so I'm just, looking.
Manual or automatic?
Oh, definitely manual.
And light or dark?
Dark, particularly the gray. The gray I've seen looks really good.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to drive the Mazda Miata yet?
No.
No, I have not. My coworker will not let me.
Say 6-second commercial.
I've never done a Miata.
No, I'm just saying, you use the word 60-second.
Oh, insert 60-second commercial. Okay. You don't need to buy this today, do you?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just looking.
Great, let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available now in the Miatas, but also what we have incoming. It shouldn't take me very long at all. What number are you calling me from?
913-708-3065. That's my cell phone number.
Perfect. And your last name?
Jeff Coat, Jeffcoat.
And your first name, please?
Nick, Nick.
Would you hold for just a moment?
Of course.
Take hold no longer than 15 seconds. Thank you for holding. I just checked and we have a great availability of Mazda Miatas right now. By the way, are you currently a Mazda owner?
Yeah, I am actually.
What are you driving?
A 2014 Mazda 3.
Is that the vehicle you're considering trading in?
Yeah.
Okay, and then writes down information about current vehicle. When would be a good time for us to get together? As a matter of fact, what are you doing right now?
Well, I'm in the middle of my car salesman training with Don Diamond.
Oh, that's a great guy. How about 5 p.m.? How does that sound?
Yeah, that should work.
Great. I'm going to pencil you in on my calendar for 5 p.m. If for any reason you're running a little early or late, would you please give me a call so I can adjust my schedule?
And that's at this number?
That wasn't on the script, but keep going.
Okay. Do you have a pen or paper handy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'll give you my first and last name. It's Rebecca, Rebecca. And my last name is Davis, D as in dog, A, V as in Victor, I-S. Do you know exactly where we're located?
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, what's your email address?
jeffcoat4213@gmail.com.
Okay, now you would end it by saying, okay, great, well, I'll see you at your appointment time at 5 o'clock. And now, what is the next step that you would do?
Send them an email recapping the conversation.
Ooh.
Video.
Oh, the video. With the
You
email.
would send them, no,
Oh, no, you text the video.
you're right.
And
You
then-
make a 60-second commercial to this person, and then you send it to their cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your turn, Nick,
All right.
you and Becca.
Oh, okay.
Wait, at that point, when you put them in the XRM file already?
Right, absolutely, set them up an appointment.
Appointment first or the video first?
Huh?
Appointment first or the video first?
Well, what would be first?
Do the
Think
video.
about it, think about that for a second.
Alright, I want him more first, so I'll get the video done first. and then-
No. If you
Alright, so
you
make
make
it
it, you're on the phone with the guy, so obviously the very first thing you would do is make an appointment,
Okay, alright.
right? And then you want to send the video. Okay, go ahead. Ring.
Thank you for calling. This is Nick speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm interested in looking into Mazda Miatas.
You picked a great time to call us on our Mazda Miatas. With your permission, I'd like to ask a couple questions regarding the Mazda Miata that you're considering. That way you'll know that we're both talking about the same vehicle. Would that be okay?
That's perfectly fine.
How familiar are you with the Mazda Miata?
I'm actually not that familiar with them at all.
All right. Now, are you looking for that at a specific trim level?
I know I don't want the basic, but I'm not too sure if I want top of the line.
Okay. Now, do you want that in two-wheel or all-wheel drive?
All wheel.
All-wheel drive, okay. Now, manual or automatic?
Definitely automatic.
Okay, automatic, good. Now, lighter or a darker color?
A lighter color.
A lighter color. Now, have you had an opportunity to drive a Mazda Miata yet?
Yes, I actually have.
All right. Well, insert 60-second commercial here. So, all right. You don't need to buy this today, do you?
No.
Well, great. Let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available right now in our Miatas, but also what we have incoming. It shouldn't take me very long at all.
Sounds good.
What number are you calling from?
My cell phone number.
And that is?
225-206-7389.
All right. In case I miss you at that number, never mind. And what's your last name?
Davis.
Davis, and how do you spell that?
D as in dog, A, V as in Victor, I-S.
Okay, and your first name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Okay, can you spell that as well?
R-E-B-E-C-C-A.
Okay, thank you very much. Could you please hold for just a moment?
Yes.
All right, 15-second hold later. Thank you for holding. I just checked and we have a great availability of Mazda Miatas right now. By the way, are you currently a Mazda owner?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. And what are you driving?
I currently drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Jeep Grand Cherokee, and is that the vehicle you're considering trading in?
Of course.
All right, begin qualifying the trade. What would be a good time for us to get together? As a matter of fact, what are you doing right now?
I'm actually a little busy right now, but I'm available around 3.
All right, so 3 o'clock, that's good. Great, I'm gonna pencil you into my calendar at 3. If for any reason you're running a little early or a little late, would you please call me so I can adjust my schedule?
Absolutely.
Now, do you have a pen and paper handy?
Of course.
Write down my name. My last name is spelled Jeffcoat, and my first name is Nick. My last name is basically just Jeff. It's pretty easy. Do you know exactly where we're located?
I do.
Okay, and by the way, what's your email address?
RebeccaDavis@gmail.com.
RebeccaDavis@gmail.com. Okay, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you at our meeting. Great.
Sounds good, thank you.
Very good. Now I want you to start using the cars you study, so, let's do you two guys.
You alright. You wanna do the salesman first or?
This one.